Did you come to the right place? Napoleon Hill always says that great achievement is usually born with great sacrifice and never the result of selfishness. And the result of selfishness is usually that we think too much. We listen too much to ourselves and not enough to the environment around us. So our next speech is all about that. Actually going ahead and listening before you go ahead and open your mouth. So our next speech, Alejandro Riano, with this first speech, Alejandro Riano.
Let's roll it. Let's roll it. I gotta free myself up. It's my first speech in this with this club. So, fellow Toastmaster, distinguished guests. Today I want to share about an experience I had yesterday. And the bottom line of this is that it's not only about what we want to hear, but it's also about what we don't want to hear. I'm saying it in a good way. Sometimes we're locked in our groupthink. Sometimes we often talk to people we have similar opinions. But sometimes it's also good to hear what other people think. Anyways, a good example of this is what happened to me yesterday. A couple of weeks ago, I've been listening to the elections and all this, and I watch sometimes Fox Network, and the thing I listened to Fox Network was they were trying to frame Obama as a socialist, and that idea was so hard to me to take because it's not that he's socialist or not, but it was just trying to frame it that way. Every time they say it, they will roll it. So basically, I was so upset with that mental picture of Obama being a socialist. That because I actually have seen socialists in action. If you look, for example, I'm from Colombia. The neighborhood country of Venezuela, they are experiencing socialism. So socialism is a different thing. It's not what is happening today here in this country. So, but I still put that thought in Facebook, and I had some responses from people who actually have the opposite thought of it. In fact, I had one quote: If I was capitalist, if capitalism was earning $1 and don't want to give it all to the government, then I'm a capitalist. That meaning that if you earn that dollar, you don't want to give anything to the government. But that's an exaggeration. But after that conversation, what I really learned was that sometimes you have to check in those beliefs. You have to kind of cross that line and try to understand what the other one sees that you might not be seeing because you're locked in this groupthink. In the same way, they can also listen to your thoughts of what you see that they don't see. So it's not all about what you want to hear, it's also about what you don't want to hear. So in that note, I want to keep rolling, and I want to keep this meeting keep moving because we have. All right.